The convention happens next month, and your nominee could be sentenced to actual jail time 4 days before everything kicks off in Milwaukee. Have you planned for that at the RNC?
Yeah, we're working on that right now. I'm actually going up to Milwaukee this week, and we're going to have a series of conversations. But look, we expect that Donald Trump is going to be in Milwaukee, and he's going to be able to accept that nomination. And if not, we will make whatever contingency planning we need to make for it. But the fact is, he's going to be our nominee, and he's going to be the 47th president of the United States.
Can you talk about those contingency plans?
No, I think that right now we're in the process of putting everything together for us having a great convention. It's going to be an opportunity to roll out his vision for America. You know, at the end of the day, this goes back to why are we running? Right. We are running because America is weak. Our economy is weak. Our standing in the world is weak. Our southern border is wide open. We've had 10 million illegal immigrants come across the southern border, and we need to be strong like we were under Donald Trump and as we're going forward with him as the 47th president.
So this is going to be talked about between now and the start of the convention, certainly now in sentencing day, which is July 11th. And I know the narrative out there is that for whatever reason, Judge Merchan is not going to sentence Donald Trump to real jail time, but he certainly could. Let's say Donald Trump is given a year-long sentence or a 6-month sentence or something to the effect of what you just heard, which I don't think is going to happen. Is there any way that Donald Trump is not nominated at the RNC in July in Wisconsin?
Look, I don't want to go into a lot of hypotheticals. We'll cross that bridge.
But you sort of have to go into this stuff as you prepare,
we certainly
right?
will be planning on it. We'll be thinking about it, and we're working on that right now. But what we want to do is we want to have a show that is going to roll out Donald Trump and his vision for America, which is going to set up this election cycle.
Yeah.
The American people are going to select the next president, and they're going to select Donald Trump because he is going to make America great again.
Final question. I just want to move on from that, but let's say Trump is behind bars, and again, it is a possibility. Would he make a speech from prison? Would he make a speech before sentencing day? Just something that you could play during the RNC? Are those contingencies being thought about, considered, and planned for?
Everything is being thought about. Everything is being considered at this point in time. We will have to wait and see kind of what the courts present us with the opportunity to do. But look, Donald Trump will communicate directly with the American voters the way that he always does.
Oh, believe me, Mr. Chairman, I can feel the audience right now upset that I'm asking these questions, but yeah. I have to ask them just because we are in such uncharted territory. Let's talk about the Democratic National Convention. According to multiple reports, and this is just leave it to the Democrats, they have passed several new rules that will allow Joe Biden to be nominated virtually. Basically what we saw in 2020 because of the pandemic. Politico reporting that, quote, Biden's top advisors are all too aware of the ghosts of 1968 some in Biden's orbit are aggressively pushing to make the 2024 conclave a hybrid production. The goal, drive maximum television viewership while minimizing the openings for anti-Israel protesters. What do you think that's really all about?
I think it's about the fear of the protests. I also think it's about the fear of having Joe Biden on the air for any extended period of time. They want to try and hide him. That's their entire campaign plan, is they're going back to the basement like they did in 2020. He just is not able to communicate directly with the American people, so they're going to do it as a studio production.
And is the RNC critical of a move like that?
Look, we're going to let them do what they want to do. What we're going to do is we're going to roll out Donald Trump. We're going to roll out the Republican vision for America. We expect that this convention is going to be a fantastic opportunity to show just everybody in the world across the country the Republican vision and where Donald Trump stands.